Oh, I can sit?
No, yeah, because the guys aren't here. It's up to you.
We'll let you.
Or you can stand there, whatever you prefer, but we're gonna start our committee meeting. And we'll start with Diana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Not long at all.
Not long enough.
Diana, you've met Teresa, I'm assuming, I
I
think you
met her
said
right,
you were
I met
gonna,
her on the phone.
yeah,
actually,
that's what you
because
had.
I needed directions for Square Pro Days again. I
Okay.
forgot what I did last year, and I know it's a paperwork and a fee,
Sure.
and I need to talk to Jamie probably about that too.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
When it gets
but
a little closer, you can.
anyway, I can start off with that. Thank you
Oh,
for
sure.
having me tonight. And Mitch brought this to my attention at one of our YMCA board members, our meetings. He said, can we get together kind of like a capital idea on what improvements needed to Y? So what I'm trying to do is, I have in your hand what needs to be done within the pool's the worst in shape. But after that, 1 to 5 years, and then I'm working on a 5 to 10 year plan for you. I'll put it in an Excel file. It's just waiting on people because I'm gonna put all the units that are on the top of the rooftop. The pool, you almost, after this, will be like brand new for another 20 years. So
Which
well,
is
I'm not
good.
worried about any of that because we replaced that. But the rooftop units and some of the socks in the building
Mhm.
are gonna be replaced here fairly soon. So I'll get you those costs and you can just look year to year, our plan for
Sure,
That'd be wonderful.
yeah.
1 to
That's
20
really
years or
helpful.
whatever you want to be. I probably won't be here,
The
but
deck front? Yeah.
yeah, I
The
know.
deck front, isn't that?
But anyway. hi,
Did we
Erin.
do that?
So the first thing on the agenda was that I asked.
She has a
you-
question.
We didn't do the deck drawing yet, did we?
Yep. it's-
Yeah.
The big one. It was the big expensive.
That was the big one on the roof, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
that.
that's the pool pad. The Dectron is done and up and running. It
So we have.
has a little
Oh, I
flaw right now in
Okay,
it,
well, me too.
but it
I
is a
couldn't remember if
control
it got
panel.
finished or not.
The people that installed it from Service and Soretzko that is from, it's all warranty, it's all under control. The wife put in another one after this and it has the same problem. So it is a company problem and I'm working on it. So everything's
Everything's good.
covered
on
there.
that side.
I mean,
Sorry, I don't remember
That was the
doing that,
big
because
one.
that was a
That
big
was
one.
last
That's why I
year.
was like, why is that not sticking
That was
that we did
last
that?
That was last year,
it was,
wasn't it?
no, it was installed, was it last year at this time?
I think it was like, yeah, it was like a year ago, because remember we had to get the crane and the whole like.
Yep.
Yeah, the
thing.
crane.
Ah, the crane, I do.
And that is the most
Thank you.
expensive thing of the pool. And
Yeah,
that has been
Yeah.
replaced, and that should be, these new ones don't run on that, was it R2, whatever it is, so they last a lot longer than the old ones 2 years ago. But anyway, back
Okay,
to
so
Square
back
Pro
to this,
Days,
yes.
if we can have permission to have that on the square again, I don't know why I didn't bring a flyer, but I attached it to the,
I think it's on Facebook. isn't it?
they have it, it should be on Facebook.
Oh, it's in there.
hopefully.
Yeah.
So I'll have to probably talk to Jamie. Eric, I have to talk to you about that.
I'm in favor of it, so. I've seen that day and time.
It's like, just do
Pretty much the same as last year, right?
Yep, it's the last Saturday of the month.
It's fun.
9 to 11. And
You had a
I'll
great
talk to the
turnout.
Y board about that tomorrow as our judges again. We're gonna have the same.
Fun.
It
I
makes a
enjoyed
lot of
being a
fun.
judge.
So, and I'll get ahold of Jamie. And I need to thank Ken. He did come spray all the weeds at the Y.
I brought.
So, well, back to the,
So we'll have a motion a little later on that. for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, she's just not gonna be here later. She-
Right, you're gonna be gone, so we'll just do the motion when we're done,
Okay.
when the meeting's
So, on the packet I gave you, the very first thing that needs to be, the next thing that needs to be repaired at the pool is this year, it started probably in July. We have a few spots that the plaster on the bottom of the pool that we patched through the years. Diamond Bright is supposed to last 10 years. We are going on our 21st year with this.
Right, way
So
to
it's
way to hold
last-
it in there.
And that's because of all the stuff you guys done to take care of it, the UV system,
Yeah.
and how we just take care of it. So anyway, it's about time I had the company, this New Wave, and I can only find one bid for you guys on this because there's nobody else that does this in Iowa and Nebraska,
Yep.
Missouri.
Yep, I remember this, yeah.
This is it.
This is it.
He's got it all. So this is his bid, his scope of work, and his proposal on that. He did tell me, he did come down and look at it. Why our pool is down and drained. We have 2 grates that are off, that is an Iowa law, that is off underneath that the Y is gonna put back on, because that's our responsibility to put those on. But They will not stay on because of the plaster in the pool needs replaced. So there's holes where
That's
they're
okay.
anchored in that has deteriorated and we need to fix
That's
that.
why,
So-
okay.
But, we'll get those fixed. Even if we don't do the plaster of the pool, we'll have to drain it and get those fixed anyway. So, let's see. He said the pool possibly could last another 6 more months, but every month we go, it's more deteriorating. More bubbles are forming and more slicking off, so it's gonna cost you more in the long run. The YMCA would love to drain our pool anywhere between, November and December of this year, if it does pass and you have passed that to do the repairs to the pool. That's our downtime between programs and, membership during the holidays. The scans go down, usage of the Y goes down, so that would be a good time. On the next page, you're gonna see, I don't know if you guys remember, but we have 2 big water heaters in the YMCA. And during RAGBRAI, one went down and you guys replaced one. The other one is still in there, and it was brought to my attention when our boiler inspector came, and we either need to get that one out or get one that's in use, because it's still hooked to the gas that comes into the building. So I just copied off Steve Hauser's estimate, because he put in the other one.
The 36,000,
No,
Which one are we looking at?
that, excuse me, is the boiler. The other one is water heater
Like 28.
28.
oh,
Yes.
there it is, found it.
So when you do the water heater, that is also connected. If you ever come to our pump room, I'd love to take you through all these back there. The hot water heaters and all the pumps and everything go right into the boiler pack, which is the next estimate. So when you replace one, you kind of update the other ones. So those are my plans for 1 to 3 years. We need to look at really taking care of that hot water heater.
Mhm.
Even if you don't want to replace it right now, we're still running on one. We have since RAGBRAI, so we're okay. We just need to get it removed before inspections come back, and it's just there. We have 1 year to do that.
We have 1 year to do this,
Yeah.
okay.
So, and then while they're doing all that new pipe work for the water heater, the boilers connect right on into that. And it would be wise if we budget
And that's
that in
the
1 year, the
36.
water heater and the boilers for another year.
I think that's the 57 is the.
Yes,
What's the
there's 2
36?
bids on
Oh,
it.
you have 2
There's
Yeah.
2 bids. I
Okay,
found
I'm
a company
looking
that would do that.
Okay.
So those are the 2 bids. I know you like 2 bids, but
And
I
can we
mean-
get another one on that 28?
on the water heater,
Yeah.
I don't know since Steve started the work how I'm gonna do that. Because they're side by side and we just took down one to get it going for RAGBRAI and we didn't replace the other one. I suppose I could, but I don't know how to do that. But, they tie together. When you have
I
one
would
company do it and then come in and have another
I think
company
they
do it.
would know how to do that. And maybe another company won't even be close in price, but I would think if they're licensed and insured, they would. And if they can't do it, I'm guessing they wouldn't bid on it.
So that would be, the only reason Steve, he's electrician and plumber
Mhm.
together.
Mhm.
So there's somebody else that is that too. But I should,
I don't know.
So these 2 bids equal this 1 bid from the other, is that correct? So there's 1 bid from Advanced Electric and McKinney.
that is for boilers only.
Boilers only. Okay.
And, that is 63. The other one from Steve is 57 for boilers only. The hot
Yeah.
water heater is the one for 28, and that's what it costs to put in the other one
There
too.
we go. Okay.
Because that's removal.
So we
I
have
don't
2
know how-
bids
They
for
must have put
boilers
those
then.
hot water
already.
heaters in and they built the building
Yeah.
around it.
2
Because
bids.
they're huge, absolutely huge.
Okay,
So they have to be cut
So
up in
Steve's the
pieces to
lowest.
take out.
on that one, 57 versus 63. Got it.
So those,
You're just asking
the
about this.
hot water heater and the boilers would be 1 to 3 years out.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
And then I'll be working on 5 to 10 years for you. And I don't know, you never know when something's gonna blow or something's.
How long are these bids good for though, Diana? Did they give you a timeline?
New Wave,
But I mean, like Hauser and this Advance, I mean,
I think Hauser would stay unless the cost.
Well, it's just for planning purposes, so we can,
I think the cost, it would be the cost of material probably.
Okay.
because you weren't asking them to do these.
No, I just asked.
Because you
for
said you
it.
had a year out. I was just
These are
curious
just like
if
a
we have
heads
to
up, and
rebid
so we
anyway.
can plan in our budget
Got
and everything. The one that she wanted you to
it. Is the
really
80,
later is the
pool.
this is the one we need to address
Yeah,
tonight.
and that's
Okay.
the very I think that's the last expensive thing on the pool, because we had sand filters,
Mhm.
redone. The pool pack redone. The
Okay.
UV system is not that old, that's a new system.
Okay.
And maybe these folks, and I'm just looking at this Advanced Electrical and Mechanical LLC that gave the 63 bid. Maybe they'd be willing to do
I can
the
ask her,
other.
I know, yeah, I know that, I know how to.
Then you'll have
contact
two
them.
bids.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. So tonight you're really asking for an action item on just the new wave
Yeah.
and then Scarecrow Days. Okay.
Yes. I just want to put that.
Any
in there.
questions for her, guys? Any other questions?
I would like to take you up on your offer of a tour of the complex.
Oh,
Would sometime
Perfect.
tomorrow be okay? I'm actually not working tomorrow.
what about 1 o'clock after our board?
And
meeting?
I'll stay and go with, because we have our meeting from 12 to 1 tomorrow,
Yeah,
right?
Yep, yep.
No,
And you
I was
can see all
gonna
the
say, I
repairs, the
1 o'clock.
emergency repairs that we've done. The red pumps back in the pump room are the most expensive to repair and fix. And we go, they run 24/7 constantly. So that's why it's, you just never know.
Okay, there'll be 2 of us there for sure.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, anybody's welcome. So.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Diana.
Diana,
Good
thank
seeing
you.
ya.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, now we'll move on to the codification review. Mitch,
Oh, yeah.
here we go.
I didn't really have a whole lot in mine. I feel like Lori had a ton, and I'm like, I'm looking for things, and I'm like,
Morning, Christina.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Christina drew the
Christina,
short
This
straw,
job,
bless
this
your little
job.
heart. You did a good job.
she had all the
She
fun
did a
stuff.
great
Fun
job.
I have like police, public health, like I figure, I'm like, how am I supposed to know if any of that's wrong?
Mine is the easiest.
I think mine is pretty easy. There you go, Missy. Sorry. Okay.
I can get them apart, I'll give you one.
I think I had more questions than anything.
Yeah.
Well, that was fine too, like some of it was just like
Does
inconsistencies.
this really happen? Yeah.
I've got a lot of tabs open, so I can
Okay.
Cemetery.
find it.
Are you gonna share it on the big screen?
Yeah, I need to get all plugged in and everything. Behind copies.
Did anybody else know who was on the tree board?
Donnie
Tommy
Dyson.
Dyson.
That's like the only name I can come up with.
Tom
I'm like, who else
Tom
is it?
Hogestrat, I think. Isn't he on it? Tom Hogestrat.
Yep, so
Roger
I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I was like, where did you even find that?
Well, the one passed away, so I don't know if we replaced him or not. So now-
The only one I knew was Tommy Dyson.
It's funny, I played softball with all of their kids. So Sarah Hogestrat,
Oh,
Sarah
really?
Sal, and
Yeah.
Mindy and Mandy.
Well, they should jump onto the tree board. Just for consistency's sake.
So, we'll start with Natalie's first, and I don't know if there's going to be that much discussion on chapter 21, section 8, the cemetery. Just had a question about, the fees and charges, where it says down here, the sale price of graves within the Glenwood Municipal Cemetery will be determined annually by the council. And you had a question, do we vote annually on the sale price of graves? I think it says in the section, and I don't know.
I don't recall ever voting on it.
They
Only
do
if-
it every once in a while.
Yeah,
The board
when
comes. when they-
Mike will bring it to us and
Yeah.
say
We just
it's
let him
recommended
determine.
that we have an increase. I don't remember the last one. It doesn't seem like it was that long.
No, we have done them more recent, but
Do
something.
we need to change the
triggered
language to say recommendations will be brought
From
as
the
needed?
board.
Or,
Yeah,
because it
from
says
the
that we
board.
will vote annually on the sale, so I'm like, I don't know.
So
Well,
maybe-
does it, sorry,
Says determined
I was gonna say determined annually by the council, so I think we're okay, right? Because if we're determining it, that it's the same, we're not gonna do anything.
Okay, so do we have to have that on the record annually that we looked at it and left it the same?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It
I
could
don't
be
know.
a
It was
matter,
just-
it could be
I
a
was
matter
never
when
seen it.
Mike comes to a meeting, we could say, are you guys talking about this? So it's in the
Okay.
minutes that, no, we're not gonna do anything this year. And then it's so noted, we could maybe go that route if you wanted to.
I just didn't know because I hadn't come across.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah,
reword
we
that
can
to say, periodically as determined by the
The board,
cemetery board.
absolutely, it's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
idea.
And we don't have to worry about, we
Yeah.
can make sure. it's on record
Yeah, we could
every
do
year.
that.
Okay.
It's a good job, good idea, Mike.
I think we'd have to, sorry, now I'm just getting into the legality of it, and I'm not an attorney, but then do you have to have, would be recommended annually by the board and approved by the council?
Probably,
Cause
yeah.
you
Because
guys
otherwise,
will-
if we have it in there that the board is determining it, if we take out that the council's doing
Definitely a
anything,
don't leave the council
recommendation,
part.
yeah, it should be recommendation and approved by you guys.
Just take mainly, put in board and take out annually, say periodically,
yeah,
as determined by the board. And then voted on by the council.
something like that, yeah.
Or we just say periodic, determined periodically by the council, and then obviously it'd be whenever the board.
Okay,
brought it to you.
that'll work.
Yeah.
There you
Then
go,
if you ever, then you wouldn't necessarily.
have to do it
need
every
Have the
year.
board be the ones that initiated it if you wanted to.
True,
you know.
yeah,
I'm good with that.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Next one was chapter 23.
Mitch, I'm sorry, can we go back
Yep.
to something that's not even on here? But I'm looking at that highlighted perpetual care. Did we get that whole perpetual care fund thing
No,
straightened out?
no. I reported us to the state when I filed it. I said, I think we're still doing this wrong, so I'm reporting ourselves to you. Can you help,
Because we had this correction when I first started. I remember this.
And I
we
thought
had
that
to
it
move
was done.
funds
We were
into the
moving
account.
money.
Yes, so we moved the money, but then what I have determined is we moved the money, but then we never changed the process, so then we continued to deposit money when we got it, not into that bank account. So I'm gonna have to move the money again,
Okay,
and then I'm gonna have to make sure that everyone knows what the process should be
Gotcha.
when we do get money. We need to move it right away into that separate bank account. But this is it's on a to-do list.
oh, that's fine. Is there
Yes.
anything in that, because I didn't read it, so is there anything in that section that impacts that process, or?
It does say there's separate investment of the sum of money set aside as perpetual care. So it called it out.
And that's according to state statute.
Mhm.
The monies, according to state statute, they have to be not only in their own fund, but actually in their own separate bank account.
And that was something I never knew about. I knew we had it in a different fund, but never in a different
Yeah,
account.
she
The whole
said
time I
so,
worked
but-
here, it was never, when I came on, that was not how I was
Yeah.
trained. So it's been that way for,
Well, it just, and I saw it, and I was like, where are we on that? 'Cause
yeah, yeah.
They did a transfer, they transferred it all
Bless you.
out, but then we had,
we never changed the process of it going in.
yeah.
Which when I read it, I remembered us doing the correction before. So I thought, oh, I think we've already fixed this.
Already
So.
done that. Yeah.
Okay,
And
thank you.
then the state obviously isn't that concerned about it because they're actually following up with me. So I want you know.
The self-reporting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah, thank you.
So, hey, and we know we need to, because you have to file an annual report. when I
Yeah, so
filed
you'll
the
know it
annual
had to come up
report, I
again
wrote
in
a
the
letter and
fall.
said, I think we haven't completely finished doing correcting everything, and we'll work on that, but. So,
Okay, thank you.
good questions. Writing notes. Chapter 23 then, Planning and Zoning Commission. It's another question about,
The annual report.
Who does the annual report?
yeah, there's I'll read it in a second here.
23.05.
23. And then it's like number 8. Annual report. The commission shall each year make a report to the mayor and council of its proceedings with a full statement of its receipts and disbursements and the progress of its work
my.
during the preceding fiscal year. I don't think they really have many
I don't
receipts or
recall.
disbursements.
That's never happened since.
I don't ever remember seeing that ever.
It never happened.
Everything comes through.
Yeah, is Dick Davis still on it?
Yeah, he's still
Is he
on it.
still the chair?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't ever recall, like I said, they've never done that since I've been here. And I don't know why they would be
Or me.
doing like receipts and stuff, if that's all paid for the city. They
That's
have no
right.
idea.
Is that a state thing or is that us thing?
There's a code with it.
There's a
That's how
code
I-
with it?
But yeah, there's a code with it, so
I can look up the code and,
I
Okay,
think that's
so we
the
may-
I think it's the exact language that's, if I remember right, that 39.2.
They would have no idea what the receipts were.
Right,
Well, but any receipts would go in on their
Come
ledger.
Or not
under claims.
but it would
It
come
would-
here.
It would come through, it would be, if we were to print a trial balance off of their department,
Yeah,
it
you
should
have
show
to-
Sure.
anything
And
we've
there's, like,
received.
not much that goes through, it's whatever Matt, it's Matt mailing out, that budget is just Matt mailing out code enforcement.
Right.
And
Okay,
and whatever they take in for building permits.
right, so that, it should just be on the trial balance.
So that would be the only thing that you would be able to print off on it. So the committee is not gonna have access to be able to print that.
And
so
then
you
I guess the
essentially-
report could be all the minutes,
Well, you
submit
kind
all
of,
their minutes.
you get the information through the, claims and, monthly treasurer reports and things like that, but, I can ask other cities if.
Yeah, I would see how the other ones do it because it does say shall each year make a report, like a final, like a year-end report. I don't know.
I just didn't remember them ever coming. Like I
They
know,
don't,
I know
they've never
who it is,
have, all
but
the years I've been in the city, they've never.
And a summary
didn't
of
know
the
about that.
proceedings probably seems like the more important part than the receipts.
I'm guessing that's probably where their minutes would come in. But
You
other
would
than
think.
that-
Right, when they had special
Minutes.
meetings because of a request to waive something.
So that we can leave in there because there's the Iowa code on it. But we can look into how other cities are.
Actually, I just looked up that code. It doesn't really say anything about getting reports. It says,
So maybe,
the establishment of administrative agencies by the council. So if we want to establish an administrative
So maybe-
agency, like,
maybe we can strike some of that stuff out.
Mhm.
is there a, well,
So we probably have it all, we just don't have it in our report, right?
Some of these, there probably was more of a point to it, when the city was older and didn't have financial accounting software and things like that.
Yeah, how old
Things were
is that
more
code?
Separate with the community.
as old as the state of Iowa.
Probably.
and they delivered them by stagecoach.
Okay, so we'll have to look into that one.
Yeah.
Park commission.
This one was.
That's interesting. Yeah, jurisdiction and authority. What's that one?
2407, jurisdiction and authority. What is the question? Does the 11th Street Park still exist?
What's the 11th Street?
Neighborhood Park at Vine and Railroad Ave.
Well, that's
So
the Vine
11th
Street
Street-
soccer field, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Vine and Railroad is.
Isn't that the?
11th Street Park.
Is over by like where Timber Lane and Pole Road connect, that little road where that brand new house is built right on the corner.
I think that's where that
Or
part
what
probably
is it?
was, with that green space over
The
there.
Jim Hughes
Is
owns that
it?
now,
Yeah,
doesn't
the
he?
city sold that.
We
when
sold
they-
that. It does not exist anymore.
Okay.
What? I can't even picture this.
Where?
Wasn't he's good.
You know when you're going out by the northeast on Lynn Street
Yeah,
and you're going out of town?
yeah.
And there's that little road that connects Lynn Street to Timber Lane. That's 11th Street.
Mhm.
And there's
It's like
little
this?
apartments. Yeah, it's like a big hill.
Oh,
You
yeah.
hit like half
That
of
little
old.
houses where the city used to own that
Yeah.
property.
Yeah.
And when they sold the old pool and all that, they sold that with the.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
There's
So
houses that's there now.
That was
Yeah.
all the
Right
park.
here.
I never knew
that's
that.
what that 11th Street Park, and I'm like, I've
I've
never
never
in
heard
my
it called
life
11th
remembered
Street.
there
Did
being
you know
like,
that, Eric? It was called 11th Street Park?
Yeah,
You did?
was there like
Oh,
equipment
show
there,
off.
like playground equipment?
not really.
It's right
Just a
here.
green
Just
space?
It's an empty vacant lot.
Yes.
It's a green space, yeah.
Okay.
And then when the city sold all the properties for the pool, the old pool and stuff, you
I
can
don't
see
ever
all
remember that being.
that was
I
included.
mean,
I
park
never
was
heard of it,
included in
and
the
it's
sale,
your
huh?
kind of
It was
like-
right next to the creek, too.
Wow,
Yes.
that's where I played when I was little. I lived at 8th and Lynn. So we ran that whole,
It's no longer there for you to use, dear.
I don't think I ever used it. I didn't know it existed.
So then the neighborhood park at Vine and Railroad Avenue.
So that, I'm
Comes
thinking
up
that's
by,
that
like, the
soccer
cemetery?
field. I think
That's
that's
the
the
soccer
Or
soccer
is
field.
it the Schema Cemetery?
Yeah, across from the pickleball area, kind of over in that,
The soccer
that's
field's
the
like-
Line
Okay.
Street. I didn't know it was called a park.
Neighborhood park is how it's listed in there. So I mean,
Oh, I guess neighborhood park, maybe.
like that right there.
Kind of
That's
could, I mean,
Railroad
the
Ave
city
and
ball
Vine.
field, the
Yeah.
pickleball and across the
Currently,
street.
it's the soccer fields.
Yeah.
That's
just
the
the
only
It's
use there.
actually, it's not.
And
Main Street, it's all-
Its only use is, soccer fields and our, taking up time for our guys to mow and fill in holes.
And they're not even using it for soccer anymore. They don't like it. Not even practice much, just a few times. So it's hard to get in
Most
use.
of those were named as parks because when they built planning and zoning, there is sections in there that says like neighborhoods, there's gotta be a park or a green space. So I'm thinking that's probably why they were named, why they were called that.
A park. Gotcha.
Well, I've always heard that space called the Troutman Park.
Yes, that name was in there
Troutman,
too.
yeah.
That was in there too as a separate space. So, yeah, see, the Troutman was in there as well. The Railroad Ave,
Yeah,
comma, or
Railroad Ave.
quotes, Troutman,
So it's
Troutman
called
lot.
Troutman, yeah, very Troutman.
Won't be darned.
I didn't know what that was either. I had never heard of it. I was like, what in the world?
Cross out 11th Street.
I knew highly, the skate park's still there.
Yep.
Yep. And then it just makes a mention of the comprehensive plan. I thought we'd had one that was dated more recent than 2001.
We
Yeah,
do,
we
we
do.
do.
We
It
did,
was,
we haven't updated this in a long time. We haven't updated this since we did that comprehensive plan,
when was
So that
the
makes-
comprehensive plan?
2022.
A few years ago.
2023.
2023? Oh, okay.
The next line where it says the city sports complex.
Thank you, that's where I'm
recreation
at.
Facility are excluded from the jurisdiction of the park board? Is that the ball field?
Say that again.
That's exactly what I was reading.
Read
I
it.
was
Is that
like,
like
The
a school?
YMCA.
Say that
No.
again. Where are you? I
The
can't see.
city sports complex, it's about
fourth
2/3 of
sentence
the way
up
down.
from the bottom.
Recreation facility and swimming pool are specifically excluded from the park.
Well, the
But
swimming
that
pool is
swimming
excluded. The
pool-
park has
Correct.
nothing to do with it
But
because
the
they couldn't
city
handle it.
sports complex?
I think
I
that's
took
the
the city
schools.
School.
The
yeah.
sports complex belongs
Okay.
to the school, is what they're referring to there. I think.
I would say no.
You don't think so?
No,
That's
The
T1
city's
baseball
sports
field.
complex?
that's the fields.
Probably when there was a separate recreation and parks department.
No, we have our own.
But is that why we're directing the work of those? It's outside of the park board, we're directing the work of those facilities?
Well, for the pool, it was,
Yeah, so it's
Mayberry.
not under-
What was, Lyle Mayberry didn't want the park to have anything to do with the pool, the swimming pool.
So
So
then,
they excluded that. And we've been trying to get that updated for a long time and we've never had that.
And there used to be specific people that came out and ran the baseball and T-ball fields.
Right.
Jim Dyson.
Jim Dyche.
Yeah,
But I don't know if he
Sandler.
worked under Jamie or who he worked under.
So
I don't
Well, I
think they
think
worked
we just
under
strike
anybody. I
that
think it
and
was
add it
just
in.
pretty much
What's that?
volunteers going out and doing it.
Do we need to strike that and add it in?
which part?
Which one?
Strike the sports complex from what's excluded and add it into the part that's included?
That just means that it's under our direction, correct? Like we direct the work of that it's outside of the park board's
No, I don't think so.
authority?
That's not the way I.
Can you read that to us, please? I'm
Yeah.
having a hard time.
And
The
since it's
park board shall,
excluded from the
the
jurisdiction.
park, I'll start at the top.
Please.
The park board shall govern subject to the authority of the council, so no matter what, everything's subject to you
To
guys.
this council.
All parks and pleasure grounds acquired by it or by the city and set aside as a park or pleasure ground. This includes, but is not limited to, Lake Park, 11th Street Park, Hiley Park, Kiwanis, the skate park, the neighborhood park at Vine Street and Railroad Avenue, Troutman Lot, and any other neighborhood park. Pleasure grounds shall include all greenways and mini parks as defined in Chapter 4 of the city's comprehensive plan dated August 21st, 2001. The city's sports complex, recreation facility, and swimming pool are specifically excluded from the jurisdiction of the park board. All ordinances of the city shall be in full force and effect in and over the territory occupied by such parks. No person, organization, or entity shall make or cause any alteration, improvement, or modification to any park or pleasure ground in which the aggregate cost of said alteration, improvement, or modification is in excess of $1,000 without prior approval of the council. Said approval shall be sought prior to the commencement of the project, the letting of bids, or the seeking of grant applications if applicable.
Yes,
So I
I
guess-
think you have to strike the sports
I
complex.
You do. You have to get that into the park. They need to be taking care of the parks.
I
Sports
wonder if
park.
that didn't have to do when they bought the armory and they put the health and wellness and they had a actual recreational.
Could have been, because that was 2001.
So, why didn't come into existence until 2006? So I'm wondering if that isn't what it was because they had that guy that ran the fitness center down at the armory where they had all the equipment before they changed that over to Y. And he was doing, I think, the pool and everything, all the rec
Could
stuff.
be.
So when the recreation facility is the what?
It was back then, yeah.
Because they had the, it's like the Glenwood, what was that? What did they call that?
The Armory,
Yeah, it was like the Glenwood.
Wellness Center. It was called the Wellness Center.
Or something.
Looked there a few times. So I don't know.
Yeah. And then they switched everything over to the Y after that, maybe a couple of years, maybe.
Yeah.
So they built it and then it was originally not operated by the Y?
It was the.
no, it was never, it wasn't
National Guard
It was the
originally the
National Guard
Y.
Armory.
It was National Guard and they turned it over to a citizen group of wellness center
But then we passed that sales tax,
in
and
2001.
they took out a big bond that they were gonna pay off. And they did a lot of renovations.
Yes.
Was it always operated as the Y after that? Or did
No,
it-
Wellness Center for a while. It
So
didn't
then
become the
the
Y
city-
though. When did it become
So
the
then the
Y?
city was using some of the sales tax to pay for the operation of it, or?
I don't know.
I
Self-supporting?
don't remember.
I don't
That was
know.
way
Yes,
pre.
too. I've never even seen any records, so.
Yeah, I
It was
don't know.
Probably somewhere back in
Maybe.
here.
Yeah, I don't know how they would have
Now
done
they have
that.
employees down there that work there, doing some stuff.
When would that have been?
For a while.
2001.
There was one spelling error that isn't listed out on yours, like way back up in the very first section that I had to review. If you search it, it's explanation part, it's supposed to be unknown, but it has an explanation point and then KNOWN. So if you go all the way back up, I think mine started on like, what, 55? Page 55? I just want to make sure you saw that there was another note up there for just a spelling error.
In here?
It's keep going down, it's at the bottom of one of the pages, I think I marked it.
Oh, I don't have your file specifically.
Oh, gotcha, okay. I can send you the page reference since you don't have it out.
The last question was just about the tree board and who are the current 5 members? I put them on there.
We don't have 5 members, and I don't know why it's not on the city website with all the other board members.
We've been short board members for the tree board.
Well, it
for-
says that there will
This
be
is what-
5.
This is what we have in our records as who's on the board.
That's who you have in your records?
Yes.
Well, that's not right. You got Donnie Dyson and Tom Hogestrat are the two, because Bill Campbell was on it till he passed, Roger Sell passed. I don't
What?
think,
Roger Sell,
Oh,
I just saw
Roger Sell,
the
he
gym.
didn't
Oh, I
pass.
was gonna say, when did that
Wrong
happen?
one, wrong guy, wrong guy.
Just at the gym with
Never
him and
mind.
Susie LaRue. What
Sorry,
happened?
Roger.
Oh, my bad.
But do the names don't go in the ordinance?
I wouldn't
do they?
think so.
No.
That'd be
just-
No.
It just says that there will be 5 members of a tree board.
And
so
we
I
don't
was
have
just
5
wondering who the
members.
5 were.
I thought we did.
I don't think we do. We've been short.
I don't
tree
know if
board
Roger is
members.
still, I don't know if Roger's still on it though. Maybe he is.
I don't know either.
This is-
I want to say he stepped away.
I think he might have stepped away.
Yeah.
And
The only one I knew.
I don't
was
even,
Donnie
I didn't know
That's the
Dave
only one I
Hensley
can
was
think of.
ever on it. I don't remember. Is that Wendy's husband?
Dyson. Yes.
Okay.
So we may need to,
We may need to fill
Recruit
that.
Well, we were looking for a long time and then it just
Okay.
kind of
It
became
was
one of
down to
those.
3 and I almost think we
Who's
talked
the-
at one time of only having a
Who's the
3.
sheriff, so I can email them and ask.
Tom Hogestrat, I
Because
believe.
I've got 5 in the file that they have kept here.
Okay.
Who the board members are, they have 5 people.
But I think there was
So
some
I need to-
discussion if they still wanted to move it down to just 3 members too, because they meet twice a year and all they do is talk about
Trees.
trees.
Yeah, I don't know
They
if
don't
we-
do anything.
I didn't even know if
And
we
I don't
need
think
them.
they need
I
5.
don't even know if we need a tree board.
Well, they always get a little grant to help them buy, to plant trees and such every year. So we do use them, but talk to Tom.
So they do something.
They do
They
do
just don't-
something. They
it's
just
just not
only meet.
common.
They do
We get like
do something
$1,000.
because it wasn't that long ago that they recommended
And I
some
feel bad I
trees
said what
around
you-
the square. Right. Now
Yeah.
that's gonna show up on Facebook.
Sorry,
My
Roger.
condolences to the Self family.
We get-
So they do an important task, they just don't meet very often,
They meet like one time a year.
once or twice a year, right?
But we don't.
Once or
have time.
twice a year, not very often. They used to come in a little more often when Bill Campbell was alive, but not since he's passed. They quit coming a lot when I was
Follow
here.
up with them,
Are you sure?
make sure that,
Positive. Yeah.
to see who should not be on here.
It'll actually be funny if Tom Hogestrat says, well, I'm not either.
I'd like to, well, he would have left after I retired. didn't he?
Donnie
That's
Dyson.
possible.
Donnie Dyson might be the only one that would
he's
know.
the only one left.
Well, those are your
And he-
2 main contacts for sure.
He has a meeting with himself.
Steps away.
I'm ask Roger when you see him at the gym.
We can contact
Yeah.
them, Teresa, and figure out who's actually.
I'm so sorry.
Yep, okay.
That was it. Nothing really exciting for me.
Okay.
Nice work, now. Nice work.
Good job, good job.
And then Angie's,
Dangerous buildings.
Do you have mine
Perfect
there in
timing.
front of you? Because
no, I don't have.
You
it.
never found those?
I did find it.
Okay,
And I
good.
put the comment, I put whatever you have.
yeah, what?
highlighted.
Because I didn't make copies for myself, so I don't know what I left. Yeah. What's that? What?
Well, I got it in the sheet of paper.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
I'm trying to get to the page. 140, chapter.
Hey,
1.
Matt, while he's pulling that up, who owns, do you know where, State Farm is, Marty, on Locust? The house or building right next to it that's got like, I don't know, the 2
WW bugs.
love bugs that are in the little garage and.
That is, Thousand Island Book Exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
We dealt with
John,
Peterson?
Peterson, yeah.
When's the last time it's been something?
Something.
Well, it's just a, it's not, it's
Yeah,
just
I know.
there, right?
Some people wanna buy it,
Yeah,
they
there
don't
was,
wanna sell it. We can serve them a dangerous building thing on it, but then we have to go after the property,
Got it.
so.
The thing is, Sharp to First Street is
That
a
we
bit of an
are-
eyesore, right? We've
Started
got,
that once, and I think they started to make some sort of repair on the
Yeah.
south side, but that building definitely needs some TLC.
yeah,
there was some comments on Facebook not too long ago. His son was posting on there about how it, because somebody was asking, like, has anybody ever offered to buy those cars? He's like, that's my dad's building, and he's got his collections in there, books, music, whatever. So,
I can go look at it this week and, get some updated information on it.
Yeah, we just got from Sharp to First. We've got White Oak, we have the old gas station that somebody's still in there doing something.
White Oak is basically, they are having sharp blades clean the lot and make sure that the weeds are not growing. They are currently, I can't get a definite answer. I emailed them, I attached the mayor and Mitch to these emails that, basically the DNR, they don't have a license to be able to have fuel delivered there. I've asked the question, is there any type of potential issues with health or safety from the DNR person I was speaking to? And they're like, well, that's kind of a vague statement. What is it specifically you want? I'm like, well, we have concerns with the tanks leaking, and they're like, there's no fuel in them as far as they know, because they haven't been able to have fuel delivered. The company is trying to sell like 20 or 30 gas stations. They own all of the state of Iowa. They have them, I've got a list of the gas stations that they do own. They have some in Council Bluffs, they have some in Red Oak, all over the place. So.
Okay, so let's get back to this now if I keep moving.
Yeah, so you had highlighted the editor's note. I don't know.
Can you read the editor's notes so I know what I was
Yeah.
highlighting?
Suggested forms of notice and of a resolution and order of the council for the administration of this chapter are provided in the appendix to this code of ordinances. Caution is urged in the use of this procedure. We recommend you review the situation with your attorney before initiating the follow their recommendation.
Oh, so any other recommend that we review with Matt before we go forward on some of those is probably why I was referring to that the state was saying you might want to refer to your attorney for changes.
Mitch, can you make that any bigger or no? I'm old.
Well, me too, I can't read it.
That, perfect.
Oh, there, that's better. Thanks. Much
you get 4
better.
lines per page.
But we can
Looks
see
like
it.
my grandma's cell phone.
Yeah. Mine too.
She's 90.
Okay, well, all right, she's got me there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just want to make sure
Sorry.
that any changes we make, that we make sure that the attorney is on board with some of these dangerous building things.
Okay.
Okay,
And then you have highlighted costs incurred under the section shall be paid out of the city treasury. Such costs shall be charged to the owner of the premise involved and levied as special assessment against the land on which the building or structure is located and shall be certified to the county treasurer for collection in the manner provided for other taxes.
and I don't know if we've been doing that, like the liens, I think they quit doing that after every time, that if somebody gets a notice and we have to go out and do the work, we can do the work, and then if they don't pay it after we send them a bill, then we can assess their property. And I don't think we've been doing
For
that.
this and for like if we mow lawns.
Or if we mow lawns, if there's a cleanup, like Matt's got a big one on Lynn Street that's got a boat in the yard, and I don't know what's gonna all happen there. That's gonna be very costly to clean that one up. That's gonna be more than just mowing. But all of that can be a bill. Initially, you send the invoice to the property owner, and then when they don't pay, then you assess
Place a
their
lien.
place a lien.
I think we've still been doing that. We maybe haven't had to do it. Maybe that's,
Yeah, I can ask.
They've never done it as long as I've been here.
After I
because I
retire,
know
don't
we've
think
talked
Amber's got
about
any.
being
Yeah.
able
Talked
to
about
do
it,
it.
But
they said
never
they
did it.
had time.
They just
So,
let it go. So
I
we
can
just
ask Matt
absorb the
what the
cost.
process is, and we can ask
Mhm.
other cities what their process
Yeah.
is.
Whatever we can.
We should be,
Yeah,
is where I was going with that we need, we can do it legally, so we need to be doing it.
yeah,
I didn't
we'll
know
look
that
into
was
those
being done.
processes so we
No,
know how to
that's
do it.
other things you got. Too much work. So you want to do the billing, so,
Chapter 148,
yeah.
while I'm done here.
Alarm system.
Alarms.
Well, it says the mayor
Yeah.
would issue the registration. I don't know if you want it to be the mayor to address the situation.
Yeah,
if you wanna,
What
like,
is the situation?
well, Eric's department, the
What
alarm
is the
system, don't they go
situation?
through your department for alarm systems? So shouldn't that just be reworded and take mayor out of that?
Alarm systems here? I need some context, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get.
Registering alarm systems in buildings.
Like if you had an alarm on your house.
Okay,
it was
Like
on.
city.
I don't think the mayor needs to issue the registration for it. It's how it's got
I think
to
it's
be.
back up at the bottom of that last page.
Right
Or is
here,
that
at
it?
all times abide by and comply with the rules and regulations for the operation of an alarm system established by the mayor pursuant to this section and incorporated into the grant of the alarm system registration by this reference.
So it sounds
so if I have an alarm system in my house, I have to register that?
4.03.
Well,
They would like you
It
to.
says
So they would
number
like you
two.
to, so that they would know it if it
Yeah.
went off.
So we know who to contact.
Oh, right there.
With a phone number.
Like if you're out of town and it goes off.
I done that
Mhm.
with the salon, I went to those guys. So if there's ever a situation that arose.
You charge fees for that here?
They had all of our
$25
information.
once every 2 years.
I just never did that.
250 a year.
We don't have the alarm system anymore, but I never.
I know where I came from, we actually got charged for false alarms.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, it's out there.
Sometimes they give you one
For
freebie
everyone
and
who's
then they
listening,
start
we
charging you.
no longer have an alarm system.
I didn't even know that was
We
a
also don't
thing.
have anything.
Yeah.
You say, but
I don't
We
care.
get a lot of.
You don't have to change it.
businesses.
I'm just saying you might want to just.
First, we definitely
Oh, this is.
partake in that, which is important.
I don't even know what it's saying that the mayor does. I guess I don't understand it. It's saying at all times abide by and comply with the rules and regulations
Well, I never
for
established,
the
this may be
operation of alarm
anything,
systems
so I don't either.
established by the mayor.
I don't know why the mayor would be establishing those. I think it would be more recommended from the department that's running the program.
Yeah, I read it as rules and regulations established by the mayor.
I'm so curious about this now, like. So even like those, I'm just thinking now, like Madison and Jake have one, but you can buy them on Amazon and they're like $100 and it does those, okay, now they're outside of city limits, but something like that has to be registered?
I don't know if the county has a requirement.
But in the city it would?
If they would notify or
Registration
dispatch,
holders.
if it makes
So
an
is there more
emergency
to
call
talk about what the alarm
to
system is?
dispatch, fire, rescue, or
There, go back up, go down. I saw the name mayor again.
Okay, but if it's just
On
one in
receipt
your
of
house.
registration
It is,
application, the
yeah.
mayor, if it's
we get an alarm.
determined that the purpose
Part of the reason.
will comply with the
is- yeah, but
provisions,
it
may
was-
issue a registration to the applicant, so
several
it's that one.
alarms that were probably-
That's what I like.
Well, that's what I'm sitting here going, if
Yeah.
every one of them are.
Yeah, look at
registered, isn't
2A.
that causing you
Should we
guys
make it police
nightmares?
chief?
Not
But what is the
yeah,
alarm
because
system? Is it
We know
on,
who to contact. We
businesses?
call and we-
It could be, it
Mostly-
could be homes and
Mostly we
businesses.
get these, I'm not sure if I've ever received any fee from an individual. It's mostly, it's businesses.
It's mostly businesses. We used to have a handful of individuals that do it. I don't know as though we have any.
I've never received one.
But Eric, this is where I saw it. It's on 2A. Upon receipt of the registration application, the mayor, if it is determined that the proposed system will comply with the provisions of this chapter, may issue a registration to the applicant. Would you like that changed to you or the police department?
You can pick the police department.
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest, Renata takes care of all that. She sends out the reminders.
yeah. So instead of mayor, just change that word to police department.
So then, is the police department the ones that approve, like down below the section that we did look at? We talked about the rules and regulations set forth by the mayor,
Yeah.
or?
I think you guys should still set the rules.
But maybe that should say council. I don't care. I'm just throwing
This
that
is
out.
all the news to me.
I know, and what are we charging? Because it says the.
$25 for
We
2
charge
years.
$25 for as long as I can remember.
And it's for 2 year, right?
Yeah,
Every
it's for 2 years.
So it's not very
I think
much.
it, did it say every year in there?
No, 24 months.
Was it? Oh, yeah, there it is, 24 months.
And again, maybe that $25 fee would be set by resolution. You might want to maybe reword that.
I'm not getting it.
Like, I feel like I don't know. At the very top, Mitch, in the beginning of the section, does it classify like who,
Makes the rules.
any person, firm, or corporation installing an
Sure
alarm
thing seems
system
really odd.
shall
to
have
me.
30 days from the date of installation to obtain a registration thereof. So it says anybody installing an alarm system has 30 days to register.
But you're saying it's an alarm system that is going
My
into a
understanding
system,
is-
it's not just a local system, it's like you open the door and it starts making noise, it's feeding
And it
into
notifies the police department.
Anything that generates-
fire emergency, like it's calling someone.
Like ADT or.
Is that feeding into you directly, or that's going to them first and they're determining,
That goes
and then
to
they
them.
call you?
Because it
And then
talks
they
about the
call.
name, the social security number, it's
Yeah,
got
like
all
this is-
that information listed. Phone numbers for the protected property. About how many do you have that have filled them out, do you know?
I don't have any idea.
I mean, is it
I
a
wanna say we
majority
have
of the
like-
businesses or a half
I wanna
the
say we
businesses?
might have 10.
10?
I know Glen
I don't
Haven,
get to 10 or 12.
Yeah, so not,
It
it's
seems
not
like
a
I
lot.
get, seems like I record one in the revenue at least once a month
Okay,
about.
Glen Haven.
like the
does
banks
this.
have it, maybe, the banks?
Personal
The
residence.
banks,
Yeah.
It's like the ADT thing makes sense, because if your ADT goes off, they contact the
Anytime
police and
fitness.
they have the police respond to your home.
Only if
They can't get
they
you.
can't get you,
Yeah,
because that's what
Call
we
you
had.
first.
yeah.
And I never registered it, sorry.
But that's what I'm saying, like,
But so what?
So like if you were out of the country, for example, they couldn't get a hold of you,
Yeah,
they're gonna call the police, and what do you do with that? Just gives you
Well,
in.
if we have an alarm registration, we'll know
Who's supposed to be there?
who's supposed to be there, or who the emergency contact's supposed to be, and usually it's listed like 2 or 3 people on there.
But wouldn't the company have that?
Because like the Catholic Church has one, and so
We've had issues where
they
they
call
don't.
3 different people if they don't answer. Yeah.
I know, the one that used to be super problematic was Pomida before they closed.
so but I'm getting it for businesses, where I'm struggling is this residential thing. So let's say
It's
I'm out of the
just-
country and Terry Colpitts across the street notices that my windows are broke out and he calls the police. How is that different than ADT calling you?
It's really not much.
That's why I'm struggling, like I don't get the residential side of it. Business side, yes, the residential side, I'm
Unless
like,
we continue to
wouldn't we be doing the same
get alarm
thing?
calls over and over and over because the alarm's faulty and they're not fixing it.
Does that happen
Yes.
with residents?
That I would,
I can't say we've had a lot of residents. We don't have a lot of that, period.
Yeah.
The last one we had that was problematic like that was Pomida.
Okay.
So,
This one I could put on a list for us to
review in the
Yes,
future?
yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, because we're running out of time. We've got about 7 minutes left, people. Good talk. Next. Oh, building numbering.
Building numbering, yeah. We just numbered fourplex,
Well, but they had already numbered it, Teresa found out.
well, that's about the
Incorrectly or
only
what?
option that was
Yeah,
possible.
exactly.
100 and.
But they had named it long
4.5.
before they came to the city. It's already numbered.
104 and a half.
But right now, the code reads that it's the clerk's job to do that. Do we want to keep
I
it?
thought it was the mayor.
No, it says city clerk, I believe.
Mitch just changed it all to the mayor.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
then
building
to say
numbers may be
mayor.
assigned in accordance
Oh,
on
yeah.
file in the office of the clerk. So become, do we want that to be like Matt, who is more in? I
Matt,
talked
he's like,
to Matt
no.
because he's,
Building- Should it be the clerk of the building and zoning?
or building and zoning, because they're the ones that do
Who does
the,
it?
I mean, up to you guys. Do you feel comfortable doing that, Matt, or?
What do we do with them once they file them here?
Well, we found out they weren't doing them after I left again. Once again, the book disappeared that I used to use.
So like all the new houses that have been built,
Yes.
it's just like numbering
Like we
them.
named
Yeah.
Maple Street. I remember naming it Maple.
Streets.
That's the last
So
one
how
that
did
got.
they, so what did they do? They just attach numbers and called it good?
Well, I know Amber sent out a deal with Maple Street and Arbor Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Maple. It was what was the one prior to Maple when I was still here? I remember she and I, oh, maybe that was the one that was in the beginning of it.
Might have been Oak Ridge.
maybe Oak Ridge.
Could've been Oak Ridge.
Yeah, it might have been Oak Ridge. I don't remember. But anyway, we did that one. And after that, they hadn't done any since then. The book's disappeared. So we don't know where it is.
Did it get digitized?
I couldn't tell you because I don't have access to any of that. It's possible. But I don't think
It
they
might be
found
somewhere,
anything.
but I don't think we found anything.
No.
Probably have.
And she responded that she didn't know where it was either. So
Treasure
like there
hunt.
never was one. That's what she said.
Or there never was one?
Well, that's what she said when I asked her where it was.
I think they've kind of been doing it as it comes up, so.
But
as
according to
someone
code,
submits a
We're
plan-
supposed to maintain a book of them.
Hmm.
Somewhere in there, you're supposed to maintain an actual,
A plan.
building number shall be assigned in accordance with the building numbering plan on file in the office. So where's the building numbering plan? We don't know where that is. So we probably need to make one if you still want to do it that way. Or if you want to make some changes, we can do that as well.
We have to go back through and figure out all the.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Well, I'm hoping to find it someday. Hopefully it didn't get thrown away. I'll find
Oh,
it.
man.
I'll keep digging.
Like I said.
All right, then we've got one last one, 151, trees.
She said, should this be someone else?
Yeah, that's what she
Is it the
said.
mayor?
Oh, the mayor.
The council shall. Do the council shall, I'm trying to find where that was now.
For trees? Oh, inspect?
Shall
Remove?
inspect or cause to be inspected any trees or shrubs in the city reported as suspected to be dead, blah, 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 blah. So anytime a neighbor calls in and says, I think this tree is dead, which council member is gonna get assigned to go out and look at
I
that?
think that should be mayor too.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, the council would then direct Jamie to,
I
or
think you can
whoever's,
maybe-
right? It's
Maybe, I don't know.
directing someone to,
Or shall have.
I think you can maybe say the council has already caused to be inspected by
Yeah.
hiring, public works director.
Yeah.
Like
So they can-
delegating.
They
the
can
authority
delegate,
to
shall
check
delegate,
on that.
maybe instead of saying inspect, shall delegate.
I think the last issue we had with this, we used the tree board.
The tree board helped us with
Yeah,
that.
Chris.
I think if you take out that the
Tom
council
Hogan's
shall inspect and just leave it as council shall cause.
To be inspected.
To
Yeah.
be,
I did have someone step in today and say that the council or the council members of their ward or area should drive around and know their area and
Oh.
report anything that,
really?
yeah. I had someone come in and say that.
That's helpful information.
Okay,
Like,
that's
they
a
should
good
know
point.
their- kind of what's going on in there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
You're at large, you'd have to do the whole
You
town.
have to do the whole town.
But that is a
Pops
good
up.
point.
Well, and I tend to, I've got a couple things I'm gonna bring up to Jamie tonight, but I know some
Yeah.
walks around town.
That's,
Sure.
that's good feedback though.
All right, thank you for the help.
Thank you.
Okay.
We
So is
made it
this-
through all these.
Ooh, we got
now I
2
can-
minutes to
So
spare.
I have to report out on it. So we've reviewed all chapters and it's ready to submit for update or no?
There's a
Now I
couple
need to
that we're gonna
compile
review.
all the updates
And we
then-
still have some we wanted to go back and talk about.
Yes. That too.
Yeah,
Are you admin? I thought I was admin.
Are we both admin?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's one reason I'm doing this. How's that?
Do you have the thing in the very front? I know I saved it up
I
here.
have it here somewhere.
What do you need?
It's in my pile of
Who's-
papers.
Who
For the
is-
committee people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that
Edmund is
somewhere.
Christina and then Natalie.
There you go, girl.
Admin?
It's all yours.
What are you?
I'm fine.
Natalie is finance. and budget.
It's all you, accurate.
So who's partner at?
That's me.
Oh, yeah, it's public safety.
What am I second on? Parks and Rec?
Yes,
Second.
Public Works is your
Public
second.
Works.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need.
Public safety is
So
there.
Donnie's Public Works and you're second. I'm Public Admin, Natalie second, you're third. Finance is Natalie, then Mike, then me. Public Safety is Lori, then me,
Is there a
then
quiz on
Don.
this later?
Yeah.
Good notes.
Open
Yep.
book.
Because I've tried to
And then
remember.
we're
Order at 7 o'clock. So I would invite everyone to please stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'll ask clerk to take roll call, please.
Smithers,
Here,
Lyons,
Here.
McEwen,
Here.
Kate's,
Here.
Duran.
Thank you. At this time, I'll ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda as printed.
so moved. Smithers?
A second, please.
Duran?
You get to
Hewitt?
choose.
No, it's Duran.
Roll call, please.
McEwen,
Yes.
Duran,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Lyons,
Yes.
Kate's,
Yes.
Okay, and at this time, I allow visitors to address council. Are you here to, so you're on Kiwanis. Very good. So I see no other visitors out there. We can move on to committee reports then. Who wants to go first?
The admin. So we went over more of the city ordinances as part of the codification project. We got through all of them, so next is just compiling all the edits. And letting Mitch do his thing to
Okay, thank you.
get us up and going.
Very good.
For Parks and Recs, Diana was here from the YMCA with an estimate for pool replastering. She did happen to say normally it lasts 10 years and they're in their 21st year. So that's good.
Mhm.
We only have one bid because no one else in Iowa, Nebraska, or Missouri does this work. And she also provided a 1 to 3 year plan of what they're doing over there regarding water heaters and boilers. And then she also submitted a request for their annual Scarecrow Days, October 25th from 9 to 11.
Okay. Anything else? And we can move on to number 6, the YMCA, where we can actually do the motions. So I'm gonna look for a motion to approve the New Wave Pool and Spa bid for the pool work, $88,445. It will be paid through lost funds.
So moved. McEwen?
Second,
Lines?
any discussion? Roll call, please.
Duran,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Lyons,
Yes.
Kate's.
Yes.
Okay, and then a motion to approve her application for the special event permit fee, permit for the 22nd annual Scarecrow Days. And I don't remember, it's October 25th. Thank you. And
So
I'll ask-
moved. Smithers?
Smithers, okay, is there a second?
Duran?
Any discussion or questions? Roll call, please.
Kate's,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Duran,
Yes.
Lyons.
Yes.
Okay. And then Mayor to sign the Constitution Week proclamation. Whereas on September 17th, 2025 marks the 236th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention. And whereas it is fitting and proper to officially recognize this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebration which will commemorate the occasion. And whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States designating September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week. Now therefore, I, Angela Winquist, Mayor of the City of Glenwood, do proclaim September 17th through the 23rd, 2025 as Constitution Week in Glenwood, and ask our citizens to reaffirm the ideals the framers of the Constitution had in 1787 by vigilantly protecting the freedoms guaranteed to us through this guardian of our liberties, remembering that lost rights may never be regained. So here in witness of, I set my hand in cause to affix the great seal of the City of Glenwood to the 12th day of September in the year of the Lord 2023. That needs to be updated. We don't have that right. So the 17th into the, so we'll get this done before I sign it. Okay, And that doesn't require a motion, so. And we'll put the seal on it and then we'll post it out on our board. Okay, moving on. John Kiwanis, you're up.
Hi, I'm John Morrison. I'm here on behalf of the Glenwood Kiwanis Club. We had submitted bids for the Highlight Park project, but we did not receive
I can't believe that, not
bids
one
on
bid.
those.
That's so sad.
So what we're planning on doing is resubmitting bids in December for January due dates, and then hopefully begin working next year in 2026.
Okay,
We did receive an extension from Iowa West
okay, good.
Foundation for the grant from the town until October of 26. And we did, as of today, we received a grant for $15,000. That should shore up all of our
You
funding.
did get it, did,
So
oh,
it should
wonderful.
be-
Hey,
We'll have to double check
congratulations.
with Michelle, but I believe it.
Just need someone to come do it.
Yeah, so yeah, we just need people to do it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's so.
So yeah, we
Thank
should
you.
be
Yeah.
ready to go.
Well
and
done.
Have all the funding available to get it finished.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask for a motion for you to be able to resubmit those bids at this time.
So moved, Smithers.
In a second.
McEwen. I thought she said in a second, like, wait.
Oh. And you did, you
McEwen.
waited, so we're good. Any other questions, comments?
Do we have anyone in town, do we have any contractors in town that do this kind of work? If people are just not seeing it out there?
That's what I
or-
was, is there, how do we make?
I think last time two people had mentioned they were concerned, people might already be booked out.
Yeah.
All right,
They
so just
could
making
do
sure
it.
that it's out there
So
and
now they
cast
might have time
wide
for
so
the
that folks
future
can.
if we, to resubmit.
Yeah,
It was a
They
really,
were booked. for the
Yeah,
fall.
I mean, it was a quick timeline. I mean, trying to get something done, this fall, when you're submitting bids, it's a little difficult with contractors.
Yeah, they got plans out. Yeah.
Is there anything though we can do to help push it out, you know what I mean?
Right.
Look at it like, hey, they're looking for a website, Facebook, something, I don't know.
I can work with the Kiwanis Club more to get it posted on our website and stuff next time, yeah.
Yeah.
And do you post those bids on your Facebook page at all?
Yes. I believe-
So we
yeah,
could, if they're shareable, we could share it
Yeah, we shared it that
ourselves
way.
on our pages and stuff if we
Yeah.
could do that.
Well, and through the bank, we've worked with two communities on some projects with them, and they've had difficulties getting bids on projects on
Yeah,
theirs.
everybody's
too. So
busy
it's,
this fall. I think.
I think it's just kind of,
Timing,
problem elsewhere as well.
okay. Roll call, please.
Oh,
sorry, you're not
add something that came from the park board, just to make sure it's correct. The Fun Fest, annual Fun Fest is back on because
Yes.
of that.
Yes,
Oh.
it is,
September
yes.
26th.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
And the September 6th shoveling event for the P-Rock is not happening.
And so
Correct.
that's off. That's
That's
gonna be
off.
postponed.
Yep.
Change that in my book.
So what is the event that's
Fun
happening?
Fest.
Fun Fest?
Fun Fest is September
They do that annual
26th.
highway.
Yeah, they were gonna just postpone it this year.
Is that something they do at Highway Park every year?
Mhm.
Yeah, every year they have a Fun Fest.
So they
Five
want
to
a
five
hot
to
dog
seven.
and a cookie.
Yeah, they usually have hot dogs and
And
chips and cookies and kids come out and,
So like builders club, right?
September
Right,
26th.
Builders Club, no.
Oh, the Builders Club help?
26th,
Yes.
September.
From middle school.
that's nice.
5 to 7.
it's a nice little
And I
event.
don't know
Yeah.
if Mr. Starn will be there this year or not, but usually he'll have the older kids, the middle school kids
Yeah.
out there to help. So yeah, it's great,
Very good.
great evening for them.
Okay.
Put it on your calendar, Mitch. Your
Yeah.
kids will love
Your
it.
kids will love those hot dogs
It's right around
and
the
cookies.
And your wife will not have to cook.
That's right.
September. should be
She'll
nice
love
and
it too.
cool.
corner. Yes.
Any other comments? Roll call, please.
McEwen,
Yes.
Lyons,
Yes.
Joanne,
Yes?
Smithers,
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Thank you, John.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate
Have a
it.
good night.
Oh, you too, thank
And
you.
congratulations.
Yeah,
Doing a
thanks.
great job on that. Departmental reports, vacant is still library. Although I believe they might be making an offer to someone for the librarian's position. Yeah, Mike couldn't be here today. Mark, or Maddox could not be here today.
For park, I would like to say
Yes.
that water station for the park,
Yeah.
it's not up yet, but they have the cement
Yeah,
foundation and all the.
are we just waiting on
Ready to
Stouter
go.
now to schedule it?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Jamie not here tonight, so did he have anything he left for anybody to report for him?
They've been obviously painting
I saw they've been painting. Yeah.
They've missed one of the crosswalks.
They missed some crosswalks. Better
Well,
call.
one that, I was gonna tell them tonight, but I'll call.
Yeah, just call him. Yeah. Okay, Eric, I guess we're down to you. Thanks for waiting.
So, in our application process, our testing did not go so hot. I don't know if we reported the last time, the 5 applicants we had didn't make it. We do have one certified applicant that we've completed the background check on, and I'd like permission to extend the conditional offer to that individual.
Okay,
With that offer, I'd like to be able to offer him a position of police officer 2, since he is already certified. He'd still have a 6-month probationary period, and everything else would fall in the union contract as far as promotions and that go.
does he still do the FTO then?
He would still have to go through the full FTO.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It would be more of a self-paced FTO. He's a 5-year veteran,
Okay,
so he should know.
but we don't have to
It
send him
should
to
be somewhat condensed, but I can't promise that because we have to give him the same opportunity we give everybody
Sure.
else.
What is FTO?
Field training.
Okay,
You have to
get
learn
familiar with the
All the
area.
processes and paperwork and
Yeah.
how we do things per se.
Sure.
Did you say the start date?
I have not set a start date, but I would assume probably a month from this Thursday. Part of the conditions of the offer that I'd like to extend would be he has to pass the MMPI and the medical physical. And then
So he has to pass 2 tests then?
there's still 2 tests that we'd have to schedule and have to pass. And then we'd set the start date a couple weeks out from that. Upon completing those, so he can give his current employer proper notice.
What is MPI?
The MMPI is the psychological test that the state requires every time you.
And what's
hire
the
an
second
officer.
test you said?
The medical.
Medical
physical,
test, okay, so he's got 2 more tests.
Was
which-
he leaving somewhere? As
Another
an officer
location, yeah.
coming here?
Correct.
That's what I thought you meant, but I didn't think sure.
Right, so this one will not have to go to the academy, which is a savings too for us to have a certified officer. Okay,
He's
motion,
in town. Is he in town?
no.
Already lives in town where they live? Or she?
He can't-
Or she?
I would.
Oh,
rather not say.
Does does this person
He
live within our
currently lives
radius?
in the jurisdiction that he works, which is
He could lose,
not
get
in
fired.
Glenwood or Mills County.
He's in southwest Iowa.
Within our radius?
Not within our driving radius. He would have, his assigned car would have to stay at the PD. We've discussed the fact that we have a living requirement and that we would have to work on a time frame as to when we need to relocate.
So that will be in the offer or
Correct.
discussed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, asking for that motion then, please.
So moved, Kate's.
Is there a second?
McEwen?
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
I had a question on.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry.
The living requirement, is that only for if they take the vehicle home, or is that?
That's been our, kind of our standard living requirement, based on response time, 25 miles. Figure that's 15, 20 minutes if you're in your car and driving. I figure it's probably gonna be more like 45 minutes for somebody that's not working that you're calling out. 25 miles, and that's with them having to take home patrol vehicle at that. So, because you're banking on the fact that they're available, they haven't been drinking, or they aren't off in West Omaha or somewhere else doing something else at the time you're calling them out. So
So there is a living requirement no matter what, or is,
there,
I was trying to figure out
always
if
had
the
a
living
living
requirement
requirement.
is to be able to have the take-home vehicle or
Take-home
in
vehicle,
general?
we extended to be able to take home to the living requirement
Uh-huh.
of 25 miles. Now, when I say that we would have to definitely be somewhat lenient as to the time frame, he does own his own house, so that would require a sell and finding a new house.
I just didn't know if like we really, if someone lived like 45 minutes away, if they couldn't still live there, just not have a take-home vehicle, or.
No, because he couldn't get here if he got called out. It's too far.
Well, and
For response time?
that's the
Not on
issue
duty.
for response time.
Yeah, I mean, he was
However,
just talking about all these other situations where people could be like in West Omaha.
Exactly,
Or up in
yeah.
Council Bluffs, so
Well, there's no guarantee.
no guarantee someone's at their house.
Correct.
Right, that's right.
Callouts, I can go way off base here. And
Do you
Yeah,
have officers
so-
ever on call that they,
So I was
If
just-
we make them
I'm trying
on
to-
call, then we would have to pay them. to
okay,
be on call.
okay, I wasn't sure how we did
So
that.
we don't do that.
Okay,
Yeah, because then they're not allowed to drink, they have to be available.
Well,
all that
typically,
kind of stuff,
right. And typically, between myself and the captain, we keep a pretty good thumb on what's going on. If people have plans, at least plans to be gone, or they're going someplace that is going, weddings, stuff like that, so we have an idea of who we have available and who we don't. Not saying that's always perfect, but we do our best to maintain that.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine, that's,
Yeah.
I'll explain it to the best of my ability. Now, when I say the living requirement, and that's something we can discuss in the future if we need to also, I do know, I've heard of other jurisdictions extending their living requirement up to 60 miles away because of how much trouble they're having finding quality applicants. I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying it's an issue, not just for us.
And that's only if there's some type of emergency where you need to bring additional people in. Because otherwise you're either on duty or,
We're off, correct.
so I mean,
The dilemma is if you need to call somebody out, if somebody's an hour away or
and they're
two.
not in a car because they won't have a car with them. They can't
Correct.
speed over here.
It's something we gotta think about.
Mm-hmm.
It's small as
That's
well.
what I talk about.
do you run into situations where that's an issue?
We have in the past.
But regularly enough that it's something to reconsider, or is it like a once in a blue moon kind of thing?
I'm not prepared to go into
Okay.
details, or, like I said, I really don't wanna go
Yeah.
into that, dive into that at the moment.
Yeah,
And the only reason I say that is because we can debate all day long. And some of that, I guess I don't know if we want to dive into that yet. Just because it hasn't been a huge issue.
sure. And someone could live next door to the police station and just say, hey, I'm off, I'm not coming, right?
I can say I'm a six-pack in, I can't come.
Right.
Yeah.
Or not, I just don't, just not coming. So,
Well, when you sign on for the position, you pretty well know that you're going to potentially be called out from time to
Okay.
time. So if you, unless you have a reason for not to be coming, they should respond.
Is it 25 miles right now? Is that what?
25 minutes. Which puts us into Council Bluffs, puts us,
And now they can
Because
take
we
their
just
vehicles home.
extended that.
We just extended that,
When
not
was
too many
that?
months ago. Not too long ago.
well, we,
I was gonna say, we just went
the
through
living
that, right?
requirement's been that way for
The car,
Yeah, it
though,
was
to
the
take the
car.
car
years.
home.
But
Yeah.
the car, take the car home, we just
You
changed.
just
it
changed.
Last year.
That's what I was thinking, this was a year ago.
Yeah. And the officers I know really appreciated that.
I think it was received extremely well.
Mhm. Roll call, please.
Smithers,
Yes.
Lyons,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Kate's,
Yes.
and Durant.
yes.
Thank you. Okay,
With that, since the last council meeting, we've had 6 arrests. and 155 calls for service.
155?
Now, keep in mind, calls for service is everything from responding to an actual call or somebody calling in with questions.
Okay.
They document every call for service that comes through the communication center, every call for service. So every one of them require an officer to be doing something. It's just the extent of how, whether it's actually physically responding to an address or making a phone call.
Okay.
And Eric, I wanted to ask, I'm sure you're all over this, but just making sure that you and your guys are taking time you need to talk to folks about just the situation that happened and getting any kind of
We've done
help you need.
2 different debriefs. I've been talking to the chaplains to make sure they're being more present, so the guys feel more comfortable in talking to them. And yes, I'm doing everything I can to make sure mental health wise, everybody's in a good state of mind.
And you too.
Yes.
Take care of you too.
Absolutely. Yes. We've had a few more intense calls that
Excuse me.
since the beginning of August, so it's been an ongoing month. For sure.
Yeah.
As far as I know, as of right now, everybody's in the right state of mind.
Is that it?
And with that, I don't have anything else.
Okay.
Thank you, Eric.
Matt, it's your turn and we'll ask you the same question. Your guys doing okay?
Yeah, we've been to a couple different debriefings. And we also have a chaplain that's on the fire department, that's a firefighter. And he kind of keeps close tabs on all the guys and goes with them and stuff. And I know a couple of them reached out to him, so
Good.
everything's been taken care of. I'll still continue to, watch out for each other and stuff like that. Since last council meeting, we had 55 calls for service. I gave you the rundown and the call sheets. The other thing that I have on the agenda there is for PPE purchase. Got these printed off on the one, and I'll explain it.
Thank you.
You should have sat up here. Jamie wasn't here tonight.
I'm good.
Outside of.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
right. I can
Thank you.
sit down there.
You're good with all that.
That's right.
Okay.
Basically what I gave you is a quote from RMA Armory. A lot of other fire departments are using them as well. And the product that they have is very good. These are for ballistic vests and helmets for the fire department. We've had 2 calls in less than a year where we've had to put, where guys have been put in harm's way. I don't want to do that again. I'd like to have the protection. I've got the PPE that we did through the GeoBond with, I think, a little over 100,000 in it, and I'd like to use this to purchase that equipment so we have those on the ambulance. We'll start out with that, and then eventually I'll try to get some more on the fire apparatus, but for right now, I'd like to at least get 2 vests for each ambulance and 2 helmets. These are the ceramic vests. They're not, the ceramic plates are not the steel plates, which are a better product. It'll be $77.80, $43 for the total. The tax, it still shows the tax rate.
Yeah, I
That's why
see that.
crossed that out.
Yeah.
Because they wanted a special tax form, so I sent that to them today. They didn't want a W-9 that showed we were taxed on it. They wanted an actual tax form.
Okay.
So I'm asking for council's permission to move forward with that.
Okay, motion
Can
on,
I elaborate real quick?
yes.
Matt had, I know, I can only attest to 2 medics, but definitely this would be beneficial for them.
Right. Yep, I understand.
So moved, Smithers.
Second,
Duran?
any further discussion? Safety is a must, and I think this, We should have done it a long time ago. I wish I had thought of it, so.
And Matt, are they adjustable or?
They come in, the best, what they call basically, they call them plate holders. They'll be coming in and they'll be either medium, small, medium, and large and extra large. So they're kind of adjustable, and then the plates are what distinguishes between the large and the extra large.
Okay,
And then the helmets, of course, those will be adjustable.
okay. All right. Roll call, please.
Lyons,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes,
Kate,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you. And then also, I would drop some things probably in your mailboxes here the next couple of days on some contracts, to go over some things that other cities are doing with the nuisance abatement contractors, that they every year put a bid out for these contractors to do mowing and stuff like that, because that's one of our biggest problems, is Public Works doesn't have time to go in and do some of the stuff that we're doing. And I think it'd be better served if we had somebody that was outside bid come in and do it. I've got several different cities' contracts, and I am also looking at some planning and zoning / code enforcement software. The county uses it, so I'm gonna go down and take a look at it, and
Okay.
I'm gonna get a quote on it, which I think will help us with some of the stuff that we see that are daily issues with problem, and keep track of some things. Plus, it would also put all of our planning and zoning, land development ordinances and stuff like that in our building. This would also include our building permits, and everything would be on an online platform, and it's very reasonable. The county has been using it for like the last 4 or 5 years, she told me. There's a couple other cities that I got that I'm gonna give them a call and check it out. I'd like to see it close. And it's, to me, it would be able to come out of the planning and zoning budget, and it's not that expensive for them. And we would also be moving forward as well, because instead of paper permits, people could fill them out online. Everything would be done and tracked online instead of the hoops that we're jumping through now. I think it'd be a staff manpower saver as well in that aspect. So, and I will be bringing that back probably in the next council meeting.
Okay.
So,
that'd help you do that annual report too.
it would help me do that annual.
I mean, the benefits just don't stop.
Like, if Eric needed to look on something, he could pull it up.
He could pull it up.
We'll have access to it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Which makes it more, which as one person can't do all the stuff that we're
No.
doing.
No, you're right.
So I think this is probably a better way to go, and we'll be able to get, I think, a lot more stuff done that way, so.
Okay.
All righty,
Thank you. Anything
Thanks,
else?
Matt.
that is it.
Okay, Mitch,
Thank you, Matt.
your turn.
The first thing I have is, I'm gonna bring back the, bids for the, Wi-Fi, access point, replacement. And last time we sort of discussed how all the bids get us to the same place, but they're all a little different, based on the recommendations from the different contractors. Aegis is the company we have now that does our computer monitoring for our admin for the city hall. And the city's done quite a bit of business with them over the years, and they're the most familiar with our needs. And their bid, if you look at it, does the most, replaces the most equipment. All the equipment in the back server room is original from when we moved into this building. And the Wi-Fi access points are past their useful life. He said they all told me they have useful life of like 8 years, and I think we've been in this building for more than 8 years.
20.
I was guessing 15, 16.
Yeah, a long time.
So I said we've gotten our money's worth out of the access points, but they need to be upgraded, and some of them recommended replacing different size of switches in the back, replacing different cords or firewalls and cleaning it up a little, making it more organized, sort of a patchwork of different things that have happened over the years back there. All that is to say is all the bids are sort of close, and the Aegis one, they include tax, but so if you take the tax off, their bid is $5,789 to replace the 5 wireless access points in the building and replace some cabling and replace one of the switches in the back that's past the useful life. That's the one I would like to go with because they are the most familiar with City Hall and I've had good experience with them. He also said that if we needed to replace computers, their computers are $1,000. I think someone had asked. Because one of the other bids included replacing some computers, but I don't think we need to do that immediately.
How far out on that though, Mitch?
Maybe next year.
Okay.
So I'd like to get approval to work with Aegis to do the replacing of the switch and some of the cabling and the 5 Wi-Fi access points.
And that's $57.89
Yes.
without the tax. Okay, I'll look for a motion. You're ready?
And how we'll pay for it is out of fund balance. I have to do a budget adjustment later. With the with this is another sort of deferred maintenance thing that the city has going on with also last meeting, the air conditioning unit for the police department, and this one is just another part of the aging infrastructure of this building.
Right.
And we do have some fund balance, and I think that this is a good use of $5,700 of our fund balance to help us last another 15 years past useful life.
Let's hope. I like that in the
You
water.
know, it's gonna need to be done, and I would hate, we're still working right now in some spots of the building, but, you know, it would improve things a lot.
How quick can they do it?
I don't know. I think we'd have to get on their schedule, but he's been following up with me consistently, and I've been telling him, I'll get back to you. So I think, and he was in here and he was looking up into the ceiling, and he's very familiar with our needs. So I feel comfortable with what he quoted us. And I would like, I would like to be able to do something with that.
I'll ask for a motion at this time.
So moved, McEwen?
Is there a second, please?
Second, Lines.
Any further comments or discussion, questions? Roll call, please.
Duran,
Yes.
Kate's,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Lyons,
Yes.
Smithers.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else? Mitch?
Yes, I have a couple of
Okay.
updates. I sent you all an email from one of the school teachers at the high school about the IJAG class. He would like to have a couple, at least a mayor and a couple council members spread out throughout the day, come to his classes to talk about leadership from an elected official perspective for his class. So if we could take a look at that email and get
So
back.
Thursday?
You don't have to get back to
Or
me
go
right
to
now.
Wednesday?
I think.
But he's starting it for 9th and 10th graders.
They're doing it for 9th. They had that big thing last year,
Yeah, September 17th.
September 17th. Okay.
This is just coming to his class.
This is just the class.
Throughout
Well,
the day.
a long time as administrator, we went into the classroom too. I did it once, so,
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
You can look at it and get back.
Okay,
to me.
yeah. okay,
I
so look
forwarded
at
you the
email.
I just wanted you to look at it and let me know if you're
Okay.
available.
Very good.
And then,
Bless you.
okay. Another thing that we've had issues with recently is the iPads that we use up there for the meeting there.
You're all aware.
Mine just lays.
They don't work anymore.
No one's easy.
They're so old, they don't accept updates anymore.
Yeah,
And
they're just pretty.
I'm thinking about looking into I was looking at Walmart. Walmart's got refurbished Chromebooks for like between $50 and $90, and that would work seamlessly with Google Drive, which we store everything on. And so you have a screen in front of you that you wouldn't have to print off 80 pages, but then you'd be able to access the
Actually
information
look at
that
those
we're giving you at the
images.
council meeting. So
Yeah, during the meeting.
just want to let you know, unless anyone's very opposed to that, I was going to look into that. I don't think I need your approval to make the purchase because it'll be under $1,000, but just wanted to let you know. I just wanted to ask if that'd be a useful tool
Would
to.
you like that?
We didn't even have these. Eric, didn't you get these?
Yeah, Eric got
Those are the government.
Yeah, yeah.
I find it extremely useful.
Yeah.
I think this is a version of Chromebook, it's not an actual
Yeah.
laptop.
And
but
that's your personal one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's pretty good.
I find it so useful, I bring in my.
that you
personal
bring
one,
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what the school does with any of theirs,
But I was-
unless they're on some kind of a
A
return.
Chromebook for
I don't know, we could ask Nicole.
$60 seems
Does
like a
Google
good
get
It's-
investment.
Yeah,
I
for
think.
$60.
They're older though, right?
Chromebook.
They're
The,
refurbished.
They're
refurbished ones?
So I'll look at different options. And stuff.
okay. And not that I care that it's older, but I had bought a refurbished one from Walmart and after 2 years, I couldn't update.
So maybe
You
not,
think so?
maybe not the.
I might have just gotten an
version,
old one though.
but
I
They've got,
just be mindful of that date. That's all. I wasn't, so.
It'd be interesting to just see if the school has,
Could check with Nicole and to see if
Something.
they have any extra. They might have-
I mean, they may not.
they might.
And it may be the same situation that you're getting them and they're already,
yeah. And I figure like 2 uses a month at the city council meetings.
Yeah, it's not like they'd be getting used every day.
or
Okay.
And then I have another update from the downtown revitalization project. So the contractor is working to get the mason here and start the shoring. They have to move, the mason has to move some things around in their schedule, and they have to get the equipment that they need. So that's what they're working on. They're hoping to be scheduled an exact date soon, but he's working with 2 different masons at the same time to see which one he can get here sooner. So he is working to get someone here. There's different hurdles that each of the masons have to, I guess, get through to come out on site. One's all the way in eastern Iowa, so they've got to mobilize their whole crew, and they were, redo their schedule and find the large shoring equipment that they need. And then another one isn't a registered contractor in the state of Iowa, so he has to go through that. He's in Nebraska, so he's got to go through Iowa.
Gotta get licensed in Iowa.
So he's working to get it scheduled. I
And
just
that is the
don't
one.
have an exact date update to tell you when they will.
So if he could get licensed right away. it would take him.
So it's just who gets to the finish line first?
Yep,
I guess, yeah.
yes.
And because at first, the mason for the project, the original mason for the project, didn't feel comfortable working on a building that someone else had shored, but then the contractor is able to work with them, and if the contractor is overseeing that mason, then they'd be, and under the contractor's bonding and stuff, then they would be okay with still continuing with the rebuild portion of the project if someone else did the shoring, if they're able to get there faster than them. But they're still trying to determine who can get here first.
So I take it the owner of 16 is now okay using the
Well,
contract company?
Yeah, he understands,
Because the last I heard he wasn't.
Well, he wasn't,
but he understands now.
but
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, it's
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 just,
all understood now.
Hurry up and
Everyone just
now we
wants them to
wait.
Hurry up and get it done.
we were hoping they'd be there Monday, but
Yeah.
obviously, here we are Tuesday.
Do you have any other questions on that? I try to forward you all the emails I get. There's a lot of emails that come through.
Mhm.
I actually appreciate this, Mitch.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I mean, don't worry about oversending, for me anyway.
Agreed.
And then that's about it on updates.
Very good.
Thank you.
Item 10, I am asking for a motion to approve my appointment for Dylan Southern To finish out Jim Henderson's term on the park board of directors ending in April of 2027, Jim received a promotion with Black Hills, and his travel will take him away from being able to attend the meeting, so he had to give us notice for at the August meeting. And Dylan is willing to step in and help out, so. And he's on the city. We have one county rep, but he's not the county rep. This is a city rep, and Dylan lives in the city. So I'm asking for a motion.
Can I ask a question on that?
So can we do the motion in a second, and then we can,
Sure.
okay,
So moved, Line.
Lines, second,
Case.
okay, yes.
So how, did we only contract with Sharp Blades for 1 year at the field?
Wasn't it a 2-year?
Yeah.
Because that to me becomes a
No, 'cause he's
conflict of
done.
interest.
He was
This
finishing
was
out.
this is
This
the
is
end of
his
2
second
years?
year, yeah.
Yeah, he still has to do the work, but we've already.
But
agreed to
he'll
the-
be done with
We've already agreed to the amount and everything. I think this fall will be when he does but he's done.
when he finishes, but it won't be a conflict, in my opinion, because he's gonna.
Because we've
So,
already approved it.
If though we move forward again and we want to have, is he going to be able to bid on services? I mean,
Well,
has he thought about, does this conflict
I don't
him out
know,
of?
the league sometimes says that's okay, as long as you're looking at 3 different bids and
As long
such,
as
that
it's
it's not a
public.
conflict.
You know,
Yeah,
as
because
long as
he's
we're
not
not
a
just going
paid
directly
employee,
to
he's a
him and hiring him. What I've been told is as long as we're not just going directly to him and then hiring him and not doing like a public
Right,
bidding
and doing a
process, then it would be, but if we do a public bidding process, we could even have like employees, companies.
Okay,
whoever.
I just
Oh, I
wanted
didn't
to
know that, so that's
check
good.
all of those boxes, because at
Yeah.
first I was like,
Yeah.
how long
asked
are we
the-
contracted?
I asked the
That seems
city
a
attorney
little-
not about this, but about something else. And he said, as long as you are doing like a public bidding process, and it's not, but he did say, and it's not directed to the department that they're in, so.
Yeah,
it
so he might not be
actually
able
He
to,
might not be.
so he might not be able to bid going forward, but I don't think the plan was to go for it. I think this was to get us going,
No,
and then
I
our park
agree. I
department
just-
should be doing this.
I'm sure he knows
So
what
he'll
he's
be
signing
able
up for
to
too.
guide them.
Be an
That's what
asset.
I'm
Be an
doing. Are we
asset
sure
there.
that he
Yeah.
knows that
His
could
knowledge.
possibly conflict him out of if this contract were to come up again? Or anything, that it
And he
could
may have to
conflict
resign,
him
well, he may have
out
to
of.
resign if he wants to bid, then,
So I just
Well,
wanna make sure he's aware of,
yeah.
there are
So
possibilities
maybe
that
we
it
can,
could
we can
conflict
approve it,
you
but you
out.
could let him.
I'll
you
let
could
him know.
double check with him.
Yeah.
To make
Yeah.
sure
Okay.
that that's okay with him. Because, yeah, that's a good point.
It is a good point. My thought process was, though, I don't think, our hope was we won't be having to do this again, because we should be able to get
It
this.
is
And
all
if
of our
anything,
hopes,
we
but
will be able to guide them on what you need to do and, but, because he said he wanted to help. Okay, roll call, please.
Smithers,
yes,
McEwen,
Yes.
Duran,
Yes,
Lines,
Yes.
Kate's.
Yes.
Very good. Item 11 is the Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery A through D. We have 712 Lofts, Arbor Hills, Birch Street, and Arbor Hills Down Payment Assistant overlooked on the GATS 63 payment. Looking for motion to approve those.
so moved, Duran?
Is there a second?
Lines.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Lines,
Yes.
Smithers,
yes,
McEwen,
Yes.
Duran,
Yes,
Kate's.
Yes.
Okay, and then a motion to approve a community development block grant downtown Revite SWIPCO invoice for $982. Motion, please.
Kate's are so moved.
Thank you. Second,
McEwen?
any discussion? Roll call, please.
Kate's,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Lines,
Yes.
Duran,
yes,
Smithers.
yes.
Thank you. My report, I do have a MAPPA board meeting this Thursday. And then this Saturday, I am working on a proclamation. It's not done yet, but Carrie Merritt turns 100 on September 1st. I'm gonna do a little proclamation for her and take it to her on Saturday. They're having an open house at the Congregational Community Center
Yeah.
or whatever on Walnut Street. to celebrate her 100th birthday. So I just wanted to make sure if you haven't seen it,
That's
between
when,
1
I'm
and,
sorry.
this coming Saturday, between 1 and 4, I believe,
Okay.
that they had posted that, and I think it was in the paper, yeah, because I saw it in the OTE. 1 to 4, this Saturday, August 30th. So on September 1st, she'll be 100 years old, and she's done a lot of volunteering in the community, and she was recognized by the governor last year. She went to Des Moines and got a special recognition, so.
Nice.
Council, do any of you have anything to report?
I have one question.
Yes, Don.
403 South Vine,
403, so.
across from the pickleball court. When the water line was installed, who installed that water line? Was it GMU or a private contractor?
It was GMU, wasn't it?
I have no idea. I think with for pickleball, I think
Yes.
it was
I think
GMU.
it was GMU.
Because I think, I think pickleball talked to GMU. So you might want to talk to them. Is there an issue?
Well, at 403 there, where they dug up the yard to hook up the water, they left a giant mound of dirt.
Oh,
And now it's all weeded over.
oh,
And that was part of the code thing that I done with contractors coming in doing work, then they just walk away and
and
leave.
leave it, yeah.
So I wanted to make sure,
Can we find out? Would you be able to find out?
I can check and
To
see.
see if there was, I don't even know if they.
I'd call Dave tomorrow.
You want to
and
go to call
talk-
Dave?
I'd
Okay, you
call
want to do it
Dave
yourself?
and
Okay.
talk to him and see if,
Okay. Good idea. Thank you.
get some in there, if they'd done it, just get that dirt out.
Sure, have them clean it up.
But I just wanted to ask about that, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Anything else?
Has anyone seen any advertisement about the bike? I don't know if it was a race on
Uh-uh.
9/6. I haven't seen anything publicly about it. Woman came to talk to us.
Yeah, it starts
Yeah.
it's gonna start from the museum and go up, yeah, I think it's still going on, but is it 9/6 or is that the date?
Yeah.
9/6, but I haven't seen, like, how would the public, I haven't seen anything, so I didn't know.
It's a
I just,
group,
Yeah,
so it's not for the public, I think it's their group.
Well, I think they have I think
Yeah, it's
they.
on their website.
It's on their
public
website.
sign up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Right,
have
but
their
who's-
limit. I don't even think they were
It's an
taking more
all-girl
riders,
thing,
were
yeah.
they stopping
I
and?
don't-
Well,
I'm just
that's,
wondering, like, how
I
would the
guess that's
community?
responsible of them. I'm not get up there limited, but.
Yeah, I thought she said they were only
The
taking,
upcoming big activities for the weekend, you know how they post that? like,
Yeah,
Friday,
the
Saturday,
chamber
Saturday.
might have something
Yeah,
on
maybe.
theirs, maybe.
I'm just
look at
wondering
the-
how the community
It
knows,
was on the
like, how,
chamber's website.
I was
That's what
on
I thought.
Chamber's website, she said.
on the chamber's
Matt
website?
said.
Yeah, that's what I
Chamber's
thought.
website.
Make sure businesses are ready, if we're gonna have,
Well, it sounds like Steve's gonna feed them.
right, but if we're bringing more, like 300 more people into town, right?
Yeah.
It might, hopefully, they're shopping somewhere else, just so people are ready.
Hopefully, she was supposed to get that word out too on her group.
Matt, what was the issue on Walnut Street up there, like the roundabout?
Somebody was mowing and they passed away and they've been caring for it. We talked to the city crew about it today, so we're gonna go. take
Wait,
care of it.
what, the person that was taking care of it passed away?
That's what I was told.
It was somebody who lived around there. I was actually,
Yeah,
that's one of the things I was
it
gonna
was-
mention to Jamie tonight,
Yeah,
but I saw it was mowed today.
yeah. Supposedly whoever, I guess, that's what I got told, was whoever was mowing and taking care of that and planting flowers in it had done it for several years. And the person came in and said, well, they bought their house or something, and that person passed away. So I don't know,
That can't be right.
that person had always taken care of it for years and
That's
the
what
guys
Tim-
just kind of left it.
That's what
to
Tim
them.
said, that's what Tim said too.
Yeah, because he'd always planted flowers and different stuff.
Yeah,
Ted said that?
it's Ted Mental's brother is who is taking
I
care
don't
of
know,
that
that's just what I
forever.
got told was somebody had passed away and they weren't doing it no more. So they bought their house. I don't know if that was true or not, but
Well, I know the lady who bought the house, that's what she told me too, that she'd heard that.
I don't know.
I'm looking at you
I didn't even
like,
know who was
what?
taking care of it.
It's all taken care of.
I thought the city went up and mowed it all the time and cleaned it up, and then they said, no, it was a guy that was up there cleaning it, so. I have no idea. But
Wouldn't
the
that be
city
an
crew went up and
obituary
mowed
for
it
Judd
today.
Mental?
Maybe he's not the one that was doing that.
It is Judd Mental that was doing it. It's Judd Mental that's done it forever, and I watch him drive by my house with his
Oh,
mower.
Okay. I don't know that.
This has been a weird conversation.
Sorry, this is really, because that's like that's my best friend from high school's dad, like I grew up with. So,
We'll find out first.
Yeah,
Find out if that's.
yeah, I'm like,
it's all hearsay.
what do you mean he's
Kind of like Roger said.
Right? That's why I'm like, is this a
This has been a
Roger
weird,
Salt?
this has been a weird
Two in
meeting.
one night, like.
2 in 1 night, we all have those moments, so. Okay, anything else? Motion to adjourn.
So moved, McEwen?
Is there a second?
Duran?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We will adjourn this meeting at
That's
7:50.
what they put in the
What am I
first.
gonna go home with?
Thank you, everyone.